you work out
Mm,
what the critical issues were that you needed to focus on? And then how did you get
mm,
your team aligned
mm,
with that?
mm. It's a good question. I think first, I think you have to, there's always the like, oh wow, what I'm going to achieve. But I think you actually need to figure out what does it really boil down to? What's mission critical? Like what, whether it's your board or, the owners, the private equity team, that you believe in too, that you're aligned with. What is the company goal? And and be very clear about what that really means. I also think, I was taught something really valuable that I use in different shapes and forms, but know your departure point, know your arrival point. And that arrival point, you need to break down in terms of what station do you want to be at 3 months, 6 months, 12, 18. Be very clear with who you're reporting into. So whether that's the board, the private equity team, your owner, whatever it is in your different situation, and break that down because you can't be and articulate that. Very important to articulate that with your management team. Make sure that it resonates with them, get their feedback, so that you're then on that journey together. Because otherwise, they're thinking sometimes, depending on the company or the problem, that you're going to be saving them from this big thing. And then in 6 months, they think, oh, I can't believe she hasn't fixed that. But it's to take them with on the journey. I think, just second part of the question, it's about being visible.
Mm,
It's about, I really believe in an open door.
mm,
I think it's very much about, it's about people. So I think that you've got to sort of look at it and kind of establish credibility that, you need to own that position too. Someone gave me really good advice. I think I moved to be head of jewelry at QVC, and I had this gentleman called Simon Houghton, who was another senior buyer in the company. And he said to me, Judy, start out as to how you intend to finish. And, sometimes we think, oh, let me just ease into it. I don't want to upset anybody. And before you know it, 3 months later, they kind of think, oh, well, just you, the naysayers, or maybe the people that wanted you, that didn't want you there in the job, are going like, yeah, once again. So I think you've got to start out as to how you intend to finish. Be credible. I think you have to establish trust, and you have to be very clear on direction and explain it again and again and again and articulate it. Because, for somebody in the finance team versus somebody in marketing versus somebody in buying versus someone in the warehouse, that same exact direction is going to look very different.